Thank you for coming today. I am here to talk about how to remember words. Learning new words is very important. It helps us talk to people, read books, and understand things better. But sometimes it is hard to remember new words. I will share some tips that can help you remember words easily. First, when you learn a new word, say it out loud. This helps your brain remember the sound of the word. You can say the word many times. For example, if the word is apple, say apple, apple, apple. This will help you remember it. Next, write the word down. Writing helps you remember better. You can write the word in a notebook. You can also make flashcards. On one side, write the word. On the other side, write the meaning. Look at the flashcards every day. This will help you remember the words. Another tip is to make a sentence with the new word. For example, if the word is apple, you can say, I like to eat an apple every day. Making sentences helps you understand how to use the word. It also helps you remember the word. You can also draw a picture of the word. Drawing helps your brain remember better. If the word is apple, draw a picture of an apple. Look at the picture and say the word. This will help you remember it. Try to use the new word in your daily life. If you learn the word apple, try to use it when you talk to people. You can say, I bought an apple today, or do you like apples? Using the word helps you remember it. Reading is also very important. Read books, magazines, or newspapers. When you see a new word, write it down. Look up the meaning. Try to remember it. Reading helps you see how words are used in sentences. It helps you remember them better. Listening is also helpful. Listen to songs, watch movies, or listen to people talking. When you hear a new word, write it down. Look up the meaning. Try to remember it. Listening helps you hear how words are pronounced. It helps you remember them. Practice is very important. Practice every day. Spend some time every day to learn new words. Review the words you have learned. This helps your brain remember better. Now I will tell you a story about a boy named Tom. Tom wanted to learn new words. He found it very hard to remember them. One day, his teacher gave him some tips. She told him to say the words out loud, write them down, make sentences, draw pictures, use the words in daily life, read, listen, and practice every day. Tom followed his teacher's tips. He said the words out loud. He wrote them down. He made sentences. He drew pictures. He used the words when he talked to people. He read books. He listened to songs. He practiced every day. Soon, Tom started to remember the words. He was very happy. He could talk to people better. He could read books better. He was very proud of himself. So, remember, learning new words is important. Say the words out loud. Write them down. Make sentences. Draw pictures. Use the words in daily life. Read. Listen. Practice every day. These tips will help you remember words better. Another thing that can help is to connect the new word to something you already know. For example, if you learn the word banana, think about the last time you ate a banana. This connection helps your brain remember the word better. You can make a little story in your mind with the word. This makes it easier to remember. It is also helpful to learn words in groups. For example, if you are learning about fruits, learn words like apple, banana, orange, and grape together. When you learn words that are related, it is easier to remember them. Your brain likes to make connections, and this helps it remember better. Teaching someone else is also a good way to remember words. When you teach a new word to a friend, you use the word in a sentence, explain its meaning, and maybe even draw a picture. This helps you remember the word better. Teaching others is a powerful way to learn. One more tip is to review words regularly. If you learn a new word today, review it tomorrow. Review it again next week. Regular review helps your brain remember the word for a long time. You can make a schedule for reviewing words. This will help you remember them better. Also, don't be afraid to make mistakes. When you learn a new word, you might use it wrong at first. That is okay. Making mistakes is part of learning. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. So, keep trying and don't give up. Let's go back to Tom. He learned a new word every day. He connected the word to something he knew. He learned words in groups. He taught the words to his friends. He reviewed the words regularly. He wasn't afraid to make mistakes. He practiced every day. One day, Tom was talking to his friend Sarah. He used many new words in their conversation. Sarah was surprised. She said, "Tom, you have learned so many new words. How did you do it?" Tom smiled and said, "I followed my teacher's tips. I said the words out loud, wrote them down, made sentences, drew pictures, used the words in daily life, read, listened, connected the words to something I knew, learned words in groups, taught the words to my friends, reviewed the words regularly, and practiced every day." Sarah was impressed. She decided to follow Tom's tips. Soon, she also started to remember new words easily. She was very happy. Remember, learning new words takes time. Be patient with yourself. Practice every day. Follow these tips. Soon, you will start to remember words better. You will be able to talk to people, read books, and understand things better. Another way to remember words is to use technology. There are many apps that can help you learn new words. These apps can make learning fun. You can play games, take quizzes, and track your progress. Using apps can help you remember words better. Also, try to learn words that are interesting to you. If you are interested in sports, learn words related to sports. If you like cooking, learn words related to cooking. When you learn words that interest you, it is easier to remember them. Let's think about Tom again. He loved playing soccer. So, he learned words related to soccer. He learned words like goal, team, player, and match. Because he was interested in soccer, he found it easy to remember these words. Tom also used apps to learn new words. He played word games on his phone. He took quizzes to test his knowledge. He tracked his progress and felt proud of himself. Using technology made learning fun for Tom. Remember to take breaks when you are learning new words. Your brain needs time to rest. If you study for too long without a break, it can be hard to remember the words. Take short breaks to relax. This will help your brain remember better. When you take a break, Do something fun. You can go for a walk, listen to music, or play a game. After your break, go back to studying. You will find it easier to remember the words. Tom also took breaks when he was learning new words. He went for walks, played soccer, and listened to music. When he went back to studying, he found it easier to remember the words. Another thing that can help is to stay positive. Sometimes, learning new words can be hard, but if you stay positive and keep trying, you will succeed. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Tom stayed positive even when he found it hard to remember new words. He believed in himself. He kept trying. And soon, he started to remember the words better. Remember to reward yourself when you learn new words. If you learn 5 new words, give yourself a treat. You can have your favorite snack, watch a movie, or do something fun. Rewarding yourself will make learning enjoyable. Tom rewarded himself when he learned new words. He treated himself to ice cream, watched his favorite movies, and played his favorite games. This made learning fun for him. Remember, learning new words is a journey. It takes time and effort, but with practice and the right tips, you can do it. Follow these tips, stay positive, and keep trying. You will succeed. Another helpful tip is to use the words in different contexts. For example, if you learn the word happy, use it in different sentences. You can say, I am happy today, the happy dog is playing, or she is happy with her new book. Using the word in different ways helps your brain understand and remember it better. Tom used new words in different contexts. He made many sentences with each word. This helped him understand how to use the words correctly. It also helped him remember them better. Also, try to associate the new word with a personal experience. For example, if you learn the word beach, think about a time you went to the beach. Remember the sounds of the waves, the feel of the sand, and the smell of the sea. Associating the word with a personal experience makes it easier to remember. Tom associated new words with his personal experiences. When he learned the word mountain, he thought about a trip he took to the mountains. He remembered the cool air, the tall trees, and the beautiful view. This made it easier for him to remember the word. Another tip is to use mnemonic devices. These are memory aids that help you remember things. For example, to remember the word cat, you can think of a cute, adorable, tiny animal. Using the first letters of each word forms the word cat. Mnemonic devices can be very helpful. Tom used mnemonic devices to remember new words. When he learned the word blue, he thought of beautiful, lovely, unending, endless sky. This helped him remember the word blue. You can also use songs to remember words. Make a song with the new words you learn. Singing helps your brain remember better. You don't have to be a good singer, just have fun with it. Tom made songs with the new words he learned. He sang them every day. This made learning fun and helped him remember the words better. Another tip is to learn with friends. Study with a friend and learn new words together. You can quiz each other, make sentences, and have fun. Learning with friends makes it enjoyable and helps you remember better. Tom studied with his friend Sarah. They quizzed each other, made sentences, and had fun. This helped them both remember new words better. Remember, everyone learns at their own pace. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on your own progress. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Every new word you learn is a step forward. Tom focused on his own progress. He celebrated every new word he learned. This kept him motivated and helped him keep going. Thank you for listening so far. Let's continue talking about more ways to remember words. There are still many tips and stories to share that can help you on your journey to learn new words. Another important tip is to make a habit of revisiting old words. It's easy to forget words if you don't use them. Set aside some time each week to review the words you've learned. This will keep them fresh in your memory. You can use flashcards or a notebook for this. Tom had a special review day each week. Every Sunday, he would go through his notebook and flashcards. He reviewed all the words he had learned. This helped him remember the words longer and better. Another tip is to learn words in context. Instead of just learning a word by itself, learn it as part of a sentence or a story. This helps you understand how the word is used and makes it easier to remember. For example, if you learn the word happy, you can remember it in a sentence like the happy child played in the park. Tom found that learning words in context helped him a lot. He read short stories and highlighted new words. Then, he would write down the sentences with the new words. This made it easier for him to remember and use the words correctly. Visualization is another powerful tool. When you learn a new word, try to picture it in your mind. If the word is tree, close your eyes and imagine a tree. Think about its color, shape, and size. Visualization helps your brain create a strong image of the word, making it easier to remember. Tom used visualization to remember new words. When he learned the word ocean, he closed his eyes and imagined the vast blue ocean. He thought about the waves, the sound of the water, and the salty smell. This made the word ocean stick in his memory. Grouping similar words together can also be very helpful. For example, if you are learning about animals, learn words like cat, dog, bird, and fish together. Grouping words by category helps your brain make connections between them, making them easier to remember. Tom grouped words by category when he studied. He had a list of animal words, food words, and action words. This helped him remember the words more easily because his brain could link them together. It's also beneficial to use new words in different forms. For example, if you learn the word run, practice using it in different tenses. I run, I ran, I will run. Using different forms of the word helps you understand its full range of use and makes it easier to remember. Tom practiced using words in different forms. When he learned the word write, he made sentences like I write a letter, I wrote a letter, and I will write a letter. This practice helped him remember the word and use it correctly in different situations. Repetition is key to remembering new words. The more you repeat a word, the more likely you are to remember it. Try to repeat new words throughout your day. Say them to yourself, write them down, and use them in sentences. Repetition helps reinforce the word in your memory. Tom repeated new words many times each day. He said them out loud, wrote them in his notebook, and used them in sentences. This constant repetition helped him remember the words. Another tip is to connect new words to emotions. If a word makes you feel happy, sad, or excited, you are more likely to remember it. For example, if you learn the word joy, think about a time when you felt joyful. This emotional connection helps your brain remember the word better. Tom connected new words to his emotions. When he learned the word love, he thought about his family and friends. This emotional connection helped him remember the word love. Using technology can also be very helpful. There are many apps and websites that can help you learn and remember new words. These tools often include games, quizzes, and other interactive activities that make learning fun and effective. Tom used an app on his phone to learn new words. The app had games and quizzes that he enjoyed. Using the app made learning new words fun for Tom, and it helped him remember them better. Creating a word journal can be very beneficial. In your word journal, you can write down new words, their meanings, and sentences using those words. You can also draw pictures or write stories that include the new words. Reviewing your word journal regularly helps reinforce the words in your memory. Tom kept a word journal. He wrote down new words, their meanings, and sentences using those words. He also drew pictures and wrote short stories. Reviewing his word journal helped him remember the words. Practicing with a partner can also be very effective. Find a friend or family member who is also interested in learning new words. You can quiz each other, make sentences, and practice speaking together. Practicing with someone else makes learning more interactive and fun. Tom practiced with his friend Sarah. They quizzed each other on new words, made sentences together, and practiced speaking. Practicing with Sarah made learning more fun and helped Tom remember the words better. It's also helpful to set goals for yourself. Decide how many new words you want to learn each week. Setting goals gives you something to work towards and helps keep you motivated. Make sure your goals are realistic and achievable. Tom set a goal to learn 5 new words each week. He worked hard to reach his goal and felt proud of himself when he did. Setting goals helped Tom stay motivated and focused. Another tip is to immerse yourself in the language. Surround yourself with the language as much as possible. Watch movies, listen to music, and read books in the language you are learning. Immersion helps you hear and see the words in context, making them easier to remember. Tom immersed himself in the language he was learning. He watched movies, listened to music, and read books in that language. This immersion helped him hear and see new words in context, making them easier to remember. You can also use the method of spaced repetition. This means reviewing new words at increasing intervals of time. For example, review a new word after 1 day, then after 3 days, then after a week. Spaced repetition helps your brain retain information for a longer period of time. Tom used spaced repetition to review new words. He reviewed a word the day after he learned it, then 3 days later, then a week later. This method helped him remember the words for a long time. Creating a positive learning environment is also important. Find a quiet and comfortable place to study where you can focus. Remove any distractions that might take your attention away from learning. A positive learning environment helps you concentrate and remember new words better. Tom found a quiet and comfortable place to study. He removed any distractions and focused on learning. This positive learning environment helped him concentrate and remember new words better. Another tip is to use your imagination. When you learn a new word, imagine a story that includes the word. This makes learning fun and helps your brain create a strong image of the word. For example, if the word is castle, imagine a story about a king and queen living in a castle. Tom used his imagination to remember new words. When he learned the word dragon, he imagined a story about a brave knight fighting a dragon. This made learning fun and helped him remember the word. It's also helpful to learn about the origin of words. Many words have interesting histories and stories behind them. Learning about the origin of a word can make it more memorable. For example, the word telephone comes from the Greek words tele meaning far and phone meaning voice. Knowing this helps you understand and remember the word. Tom learned about the origin of words. When he learned the word bicycle, he found out it comes from the Greek words bi meaning two and cycle meaning circle or wheel. This made the word bicycle more memorable for him. Another effective method is to use physical movement. When you learn a new word, try to associate it with a movement. For example, if you learn the word jump, you can actually jump while saying the word. This physical movement helps reinforce the word in your memory. Tom used physical movement to remember new words. When he learned the word run, he would run in place while saying the word. This helped him remember the word better. You can also use different senses to learn new words. Instead of just seeing and hearing the word, try to involve other senses. For example, if you learn the word lemon, you can smell a lemon, taste a lemon, and touch a lemon. Using different senses makes the word more memorable. Tom used different senses to learn new words. When he learned the word flower, he smelled a flower, touched its petals, and looked closely at its colors. This sensory experience helped him remember the word flower. Another tip is to create associations with people you know. If you learn a word that reminds you of someone, think of that person whenever you hear the word. For example, if you learn the word teacher, you can think of your favorite teacher. This association helps you remember the word. Tom created associations with people he knew. When he learned the word doctor, he thought of his family doctor. This made the word doctor more memorable for him. Finally, be patient with yourself. Learning new words takes time and effort. It's okay to forget sometimes. Keep practicing, stay positive, and don't give up. Every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. Tom was patient with himself. He understood that learning new words takes time. He kept practicing, stayed positive, and never gave up. Over time, he learned many new words and felt proud of his progress. In conclusion, there are many ways to remember words. Say the words out loud, write them down, make sentences, draw pictures, use the words in daily life, read, listen, practice every day. Connect the words to something you know. Learn words in groups. Teach the words to others. Review regularly. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Use technology. Learn words that interest you. Take breaks. Stay positive. Reward yourself. Use the words in different contexts. Associate the words with personal experiences. Use mnemonic devices. Make songs. Learn with friends. Focus on your own progress. Use visualization. Group similar words together. Use different forms of the words. Repeat the words. Connect words to emotions. Use technology. Create a word journal. Practice with a partner. Set goals. Immerse yourself in the language. Use spaced repetition. Create a positive learning environment. Use your imagination. Learn about the origin of words. Use physical movement. Involve different senses. Create associations with people you know. Be patient with yourself. Remember, learning new words is a journey. It takes time and effort, but with practice and the right tips, you can do it. Follow these tips, stay positive, and keep trying. You will succeed. Thank you for listening. I hope these tips help you remember words better. Keep practicing and never give up.